In today's short video, I'm going to talk about why I love oak trees so much. And this is an oak tree right in my yard. You can see how glorious it is. And this is actually part of maybe my series on how science can make you more mindful. Because what I like doing is going and exploring oak trees and learning about the little universe that exists around them, looking online, all the different creatures that depend on it. And then when I go on walks, I remember all that and I feel more deeply connected to nature. Now, before continuing, I just want to show you. Here's one creature that depends on the oak tree. Come here. Good morning. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good morning. Here you go. Yummy. And that's a squirrel. I actually made friends with her during COVID when I was in the backyard, and slowly we became friends, and now time to time I give her food. So in any case, let me go through this oak tree and all the different organisms that I can find just within 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so the first thing is, if you find an oak tree and if you look at the leaf, it looks like this. If you find an old oak tree, often there'll be a mushroom or a series of mushrooms that depend on oak trees. And I'm going to show you one of them. Unfortunately, this mushroom has mostly sort of passed away now, so you can't see it as well. But this right over here, let me see if I can just sort of pick it up. This over here is called chicken of the woods. And on my oak tree also grows this massive mushroom also called hen of the woods. And all of these things are like delicious mushrooms that humans can consume. So that's number one of what makes an oak tree really cool, a different organism. Now the next thing I want to share is these really fascinating, I've collected them just to show. Look how fuzzy these are. I don't know, can you see it? Look how fuzzy they are. Fuzzy. So what could these fuzzy balls be that are falling from the oak tree? Look how fuzzy they are. Wow. So these, believe it or not, are created by wasps. Let me just put them back in the... And these wasps are different than like the yellow jackets and stuff like this. These wasps don't sting humans. They're small and cute, and what they do is the female wasp will come and they'll inject their children into the leaves of oak trees. And what's interesting is that there's some sort of chemical within there that causes the leaf to create these fuzzy balls. And the fuzzy balls, if you look inside them, if you cut them open, you'll find the larvae of the wasp inside, which is just mind-blowing if you think about it. Mind-blowing because the wasp is able to hijack the oak tree's, chemical system, whatever, to create a structure to protect her children. And eventually what they do is they bore out. So I'm going to show you another thing. This is another type. So that was one type of wasp. This is another type of wasp that also, again, infects oak trees. Just extraordinary. I'm gonna crack open one of these just so you can see, but let me go into the sun. Sorry, this is not rehearsed beforehand, but definitely worth the wait. So here you can see this is another gall from a wasp, and what happens is you could see the part of the leaf where the babies were injected. And then the wasp babies grew up right in here, and once they were ready, they sort of burst out of that hole over there. I'm not sure if you can really see it. Now I'm going to break it open. You can see my squirrel is back here. You can see it's all this fuzzy stuff in here. And according to Wikipedia, people used to make ink out of this too. So there are many uses of it. Just extraordinary. And she's thinking I'm giving her food. Okay. Come here. There you go. Okay. Now, the other sort of show and tell I'm going to do of stuff that I've found, and just bear with me, I sort of rehearsed this, is here's another sort of, this is again an apple gall created by a wasp. Man, it's just sorry. I should have really practiced this before so I could focus. But you can see here inside the gall, these are like radial lines. It's absolutely gorgeous, whereas the other one was fluffy. Here is a leaf that has the little fuzzies on them. Again, looking really good. Again, I'm doing a horrible job. The autofocus on this camera is pretty bad. And here is, sometimes you may notice these red balls. This is dried, but probably from like many weeks ago. And this is also the gall of another wasp. So it's just extraordinarily surprising, all the different wasps and creatures that depend on an oak tree.